So let's move to the tournament itself. So you turn up in Sofia. Talk us through the process of registering for the event and as you approach the final, what were memorable points?
So to get to the event, I had to finish in the top 4 in the English amateur rankings, and I finished second. So obviously I got an invite for the European Championship, and we got there. We had the opening ceremony and everything like that, and then I had my first group match the next day. Anyway, I had a few group matches. I managed to get through the group, and then
were you top of the group?
Yeah, top of the group.
Okay, so that helps with your seeding in the knockout stages, yeah.
So I got to the last 64, and then that's when the business started. Really, that's when the tournament started.
That's when the floodgates opened.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Chandler floodgates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And how many group matches did you have?
I had 4 matches.
Okay, and you were then in the 64, were
That's
you?
it, yeah.
Okay. Now, you lost how many frames from 64 up to the final?
Out of the whole tournament, I believe I lost 9 frames.
Including group stages?
In 9 matches, 9 frames.
Including group stages. Yeah. That's got to be a record.
Yeah, maybe.
It'll be interesting to ask somebody to trawl through the history books. I'm sure Darren Morgan will put his hand up and try and claim something there, but that's incredible. 9 frames in a year, and that's basically your first international.
It is ever
tournament.
First. 9 months.
That's got to be worth a handshake. That's a really incredible achievement.
Yeah.
Not only winning it, but smashing it, as they say.
Yeah. It didn't feel like that though. I felt so much pressure at the end. I was all over the place really. But
so let's move forward. You've done your 64, 32, 16. You were 2-0 down in the.
I was 2-0 down in the last 64. Nearly 3-0 down, and I was getting ready to go home really.
So your mind's saying, what's in the suitcase? When's the next flight?
I still believed I could win the match, but you just get some negative thoughts come into your head when you're 3-0 down and stuff. It's normal, isn't it?
Yes, about managing those and parking them, isn't it? So you recovered that third frame.
Yeah.
How did you recover that? Was it
I
on the late colours?
I stealed it on the black. Yeah, I needed a snooker, and I stole it on the black to go 2-1 instead of 3-0, and that's what changed it.
Wow.
If it goes 3-0, he's flying anywhere, really, and that's it.
That's amazing, and it's so often that an early round scare where we're facing defeat can act as a springboard. It's quite unusual, but it happens so often.
Yeah, and from then on, that was it really. I think I won my next match 4-0. And then it was best of 9 after that, 5-1. Then I won again 5-1.
And then you've got a mammoth day and a half from the Friday morning. Tell us about that and how tired.
I got through to the last 16 on the Thursday, I believe it was.
So what time did you play that match?
10 o'clock in the morning.
So Thursday night you were playing?
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning. Then
Wednesday night I played the last 32 and I finished that late at night, about 10 o'clock, and then in the morning I had another match, the last 16 at 10 o'clock in the morning on the Thursday.
Okay, and then on the Friday
was the final.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So when?
No, was the final on a Saturday or?
Final was Saturday.
Was it?
It's only 48 hours ago.
My head's still gone. My head's still all over the place.
Right. So So the last 16 was Friday morning. And you had
that's it.
3 matches in one day, and the Thursday night before the 16 you played late,
That's
last 32.
Correct, yeah.
What time did you finish Thursday
About
night?
10, 11.
And then you're on 10 o'clock.
In the morning, and I had to get my hours practicing as well before the match, so I was down there early.
So you've got a 9, and an 11 on the Friday, have you?
Yeah.
And what time did you finish on Friday night?
Well, my first match was at 10, then I had another match at 1 o'clock, the quarterfinals at 1. Then the semis was on at about 7 o'clock, I think. So I've gone throughout the whole day of just battling it out, really, and I'm still exhausted now.
48 hours later. So now, before we go on to the final, I want to go back a week or so, because you mentioned earlier on about a dream. What happened?
I had a dream that I won the tournament, funnily enough. And
the week before the event?
The week before, yeah. I didn't tell anyone, and I could visualise when I was there that I was going to win it as well. I just felt it in my body that I was going to win it. And when I got there, when I won it, I told Colin about it, and he couldn't stop laughing. He was, well, in hysterics. He couldn't believe it.
But I really like the way that you didn't tell anyone about that dream.
Yeah, I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah, terrific. Very good move.
Yeah.
Very good move, because it's so easy to, well, as you say, jinx things. You think something's going to make you feel good about something, and then expressing it often just, the balloon goes flat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then that premonition transpired in the final. Tell us a little bit about the final and then that final run to the clearance.
Well, when I got down there in the morning for a practice,
What time did it start?
10 o'clock the final was, in the morning, so 8 o'clock UK time.
Oh, okay.
2 hours in front.
Okay, 10 a.m. that time, yeah, okay. So what time did you get down there then?
I got down there about 8 o'clock, had some breakfast, and then my practice was at 8:30, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
My practice till 9:30. And when I walked in there, they changed all the setups, so it went to a one-table setup, and they had all seating around it and everything, and cameras, and it was brilliant.
So how many tables were there before, on the night before?
There was 8 tables.
Whew,
So
they take them all out?
All of them out, yeah.
Wow. And you've got this arena then?
Yeah.
And talk us through the key points in the final.
Well, I had a good start, to be honest. I went 5-0 up. I've nicked a few close frames. I went 5-0 up, and then you managed to nick the last one 5-1. But obviously, you're going to be happy going into the final session 5-1 up.
Yeah.
But then I felt so much pressure, because you think you've won it, don't you, really? And everyone's expecting you to win now. You're 5-1 up. My phone was going mad, saying you've got this. You can't lose from here and that. And I didn't even reply or.
Yeah. So. What did you do to guard yourself? Because we'd gone back and forwards with a couple of text messages on that exact subject, hadn't we? And
I just kept saying to myself, it's still 0-0. You're not, because I was 4 or 5 frames in front. Like, you can't take the mick, can you, really? And just relax and think you've won it, because you haven't until you potted the final ball. So.
And what did you do to guard yourself against the onslaught of "you're going to win"? Yeah.
I just didn't. The big thing was not looking at your phone, because I got hundreds of messages. If you don't look at your phone and don't listen to people around you saying this and that, then you should be fine, shouldn't you? As long as you're mentally okay. Yeah,
because all week you'd been in your own bubble, hadn't you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you were there on your own, no family, no
one,
none of the team. I was here this week, busy. Colin was here, Sonny at Dunstable was also here.
Yeah.
So you're literally in your own little bubble all week.
Yeah, all week, yeah.
Most players who go and win tournaments, they've got someone there with them to blow off steam to, or act as a release valve. So that is even better. To have gone there on your own and taken the trophy. And so talk us about the running through the winning tape then.
Well, the final frame, the reds were kind of perfect, to be honest. I think most of them are pinks and reds and a couple of blues or something. And I've got to the last red, which I needed just to win it. I had to play it with the rest. I'm not very good with the rest either. I was shaking on the rest, and I've potted it, and I've just screamed and got on the pink, potted the pink, smashed the table.
As in the dream?
Just a big release, as in the dream, and it was just a big release.
Fantastic.
And I'm still speechless now that I've done it. So.
It might take a few more days to calm down and look back on it.
Yeah.
When you feel more normal and appreciate what you've achieved, although in reality it might not be until a year or so that you really look back and appreciate the magnitude of it.
Yeah.
So that sets you up for a 2-year tour card.
Yeah.
And how do you view your continued upwards trajectory? What are you going to do to prepare yourself to work? Are you going to keep the same strategy?
I'm going to work as hard as I can, work with you, work with Sonny, work with Colin, and practice with better players than myself, like Joe Perry and people like that. I need to be playing people that are going to be teaching me a lesson,
He'll punish you,
and punishing me, and him over there as well.
Him being IBSF champion Sahel Vahedi. So we've got increasing number of players at Dunstable Snooker Academy here, Dunstable Snooker Club Academy, and that's going to be growing over the next year. I'll increase my involvement here, and it's going to be really interesting to see how that grows and flourishes. All the star tables they've got here in the facility, Sonny's endlessly. That's what he's drilling at here, the stairway, improving the stairway, always improving something. So I know this is your other practice base, and what benefit have you got from playing here? How's this haven
The biggest thing is the support. Sonny's been there for me since I've started, and it's just been brilliant. Always ringing, texting me, messaging me, and
great.
It gives me his facilities, and they're unbelievable. Can't get any better.
Yeah, great. So, well, we're all delighted for you, Harvey, and I'd like to say congratulations again.
You, mate. Cheers.
It's been a real pleasure knowing you, and to have had the chance to have a little bit of input on the table as well is great and really enjoyable to see. But I'm so pleased who's a person to come back with this talk. It's just fantastic. So Harvey Chandler, 2018 European champion. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. That was alright, wasn't it?
That was alright, wasn't it? Yeah, that was bang on time. Yeah, that's great. I've got goosebumps all over. Hi, this is Nic Barrow, and welcome to the world exclusive premiere of my cue action trainer. If I deliver the cue straight, and the idea is with the cue actions just to make sure the cue's moving straight. Then when you feel it's moving straight, then pull the trigger.